Chairman, Ranking Member, and distinguished members of the committee, thank you for the opportunity to testify today. My name is Elsa Johnson. I'm a junior at Stanford University studying East Asian Studies with a focus on China, and I serve as the editor-in-chief of the Stanford Review, the independent paper on campus. I'm here because I was personally targeted by a suspected agent of the Chinese Communist Party while conducting research at Stanford. I grew up in Minneapolis, Minnesota, where I attended a Chinese language immersion school from kindergarten through 8th grade. I chose Stanford to deepen my understanding of a country whose language and culture have shaped my upbringing. In the spring of my freshman year at Stanford, I began working as a research assistant at the Hoover Institution, focused on Chinese industry and military tactics. That summer, a man calling himself Charles Chen reached out to me on social media. He had mutual followers with me and photos of Stanford on his profile. Over the following weeks, he asked detailed questions about my background, offered to pay for a trip to China, sent me a flight itinerary to Shanghai, and pressured me to move our conversation to WeChat, an app that is monitored by the CCP. Then he publicly commented on one of my Instagram posts in Mandarin, asking me to delete screenshots I had taken of our conversation. I do not know how he knew I had these screenshots. The FBI confirmed he had no affiliation with Stanford. He was likely operating on behalf of China's Ministry of State Security. I was one of at least 10 female students he targeted since 2020. After my co-author, Garrett Malloy, and I published our investigation, the incidents worsened. I began receiving intimidation calls where callers would switch to Mandarin, and in one case, the caller referenced my mother. Just this week, I received another call from a U.S. number. After exchanging hellos, the caller switched to Mandarin and asked whether I had finished dinner. I have also received threatening scam emails attempting to convince me to take down my reporting on this issue. This fall, the FBI informed me that I am being physically monitored on Stanford's campus by agents of the CCP, and that my family is also being watched. I was fortunate to be at the Hoover Institution when I was targeted. The scholars there connected me with the FBI. If I had not been at Hoover, I don't know how I would have gotten help. There was no university resource to call, no tip line to contact. I was a freshman navigating a foreign intelligence operation with no institutional support. After our investigations were published, Stanford issued a statement saying it was looking into the reports. That was almost a year ago, and nothing meaningful has changed. The university has not established a reporting mechanism for transnational repression. It has not provided resources for students targeted by foreign governments. Stanford has the resources to build these systems. The question is whether the university has the will. I'm testifying today because if this can happen to me, it is certainly happening to other students across the country who do not have a platform or path to law enforcement. American universities are supposed to be places where people can think and speak freely. Right now, for many students, they are not. Thank you.